Obamacare, better known as, was signed into law by President Obama March 23, 2010. 26 states and several individuals in the National Federation of Independent Businesses brought suit in federal court challenging the constitutionality of the law. Most of us remember when all this was going on. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the act on January 28, 2012. A key provision of the act is the Medicaid Expansion. That'll be what we're talking about tonight. And as of December 2015, 30 states, which includes Arkansas and Washington, D.C., are expanding Medicaid. And as you know, most of you know here, the governor has called a special session in April to settle this issue within the state. It's been known as a private option. He's changed it in the last few weeks or so, calling it Arkansas Works. We're going to be discussing that tonight, and you'll have an opportunity later in the meeting to ask your questions. I would ask that you respect the speakers as they're giving their answers to questions. Please don't interrupt. We'll have time for your personal questions at the end of the meeting. With that, I'll introduce David Crow, and he will come and introduce the speaker.
Thank you, David. So now it's about time for the debate, but we have some rules. And like David said, I'm David Crow. I'll be responsible for trying to keep this thing moving and between the white lines on the road and get things going. So just glad to see everybody here tonight. The debate will last approximately 60 minutes. We'll hear from Senator Bryan King and Representative Charlie Collins, who will be debating the proposition, be it resolved, Arkansas should discontinue accepting Medicaid expansion dollars from the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare. Senator King will take the affirmative position, and Representative Collins will be taking the negative position. Both sides will be given specific time frames in which to answer a question, as well as rebuttals, as well as opening and closing comments. When a debater gets, we'll be timing it, and so when the debater gets the yellow sign, what that means is you have 15 seconds to finish your statement. When you get the red sign, that means please cut it off, because if you don't, Bob's going to cut the mic off. You're in control until Bob cuts the mic, okay? With that, we'll go on to a few other things here. The debate will begin with opening comments by both individuals, 3 minutes each, and the affirmative side will go first. When the questioning begins, when Representative Joe Farrar asks a question, he'll ask it of Brian. Since he's the affirmative, he'll ask the first question, and then the rebuttal will come from Representative Collins. And so Brian will have 2 seconds in which to respond, and Charlie would have 1 minute to respond.
2 minutes.
Did I say 2 seconds? How about 2 minutes? That really would keep it moving quite a bit. So we will have 6 questions from both sides. And so there'll be a total of 12 questions, and about 36 minutes would be used up at that time. In addition, we'll have audience involved. We'll have about a 15-minute period where the audience will be able to ask questions. We'll have a mic set up front, and so once we get to that, if you would, 6 of you or 7 of you, please come to the mic up here and ask your questions, and each one of the responders will be able to respond in 1 minute to each one of your questions. So that should take up most of our time, and we'll have closing comments in 2 minutes each. So with that, let's begin the debate with the affirmative side making the opening comments for 3 minutes.